Friends, enemies, brothers, and sisters, welcome back to the Demonic Abyss channel. In my time as a commentary channel, I've been commended in the fact that a lot of my takes are grounded in reality. I've been using Funfair Ordnance as an example of how mentally disturbed people on social media can be as of late. But there is a very big vocal minority of people that are like that. Funfair recently came at me for being supportive of Aaron Fechter, stating that he votes against trans rights and that he hires trans hookers. Now, Fechter has personally confirmed to me that both of those statements are untrue. And the only explanation he really has as to how he came to that conclusion is because sometimes mentally ill people make things up. Funfair is the type of person who just casually and carelessly throws out misinformation. I've experienced this firsthand myself. My example, Funfair repeatedly and falsely accused me of being unfaithful towards my ex-partner. Is he ever going to apologize or correct the record on that? Probably not, because of her very obvious lack of integrity. That accusation was grounded under a false pretense. My partner and I had broken up in the summer of 2022. We had each other blocked. Not to take a break from each other, but we were separated, right? Like, actual breakup. There were a lot of lies that were told to me in the relationship, which I was not happy about, right? That's the reason behind the breakup. That would have been for about a month, right? The breakup. Before we rekindled that spark and picked up where we left off. But as most people know, when you break up with someone, you are free to move on. You are not chained to that person. You are no longer committed to that person. Unless it directly relates to you, like if you have children involved or you have to defend your reputation, what the other person does moving forward is none of your business. Now, what a lot of people in the animatronic community don't understand, because there is a lot of virgins and a lot of losers in there, when you go to the bar, when you consume alcohol, and you meet people, sometimes flings will happen. And a fling is a non-serious relationship where, after both people have their fun, they leave and they get on with their lives, right? The only reason people know about that story is because I was honest and I was the one who put it out there. I had a drunken fling at the bar. That was actually the norm of society before the internet just started developing this wave of very toxic feminism where guys are getting demonized for just flirting with women, right? I support the original premise of feminism where it was grounded in wanting equal rights, you know, giving women the ability to vote and helping them find career paths. But the modern wave of it where guys are getting demonized, I'm not a fan of that at all. So why am I talking about this now? One, because I'm leaving this channel behind on New Year's to dedicate myself to a new career path. That is when I'm leaving. I'm very excited for it. I get to sail the seas, I get to work with guns, and the money's pretty good too. I didn't sign up for the money, but my god, I didn't realize how much I was going to get paid here. And the best part about being on a boat is that there's no Wi-Fi, and you won't have to sit down and debate crazy people that can't sit on a fucking roller coaster without making a mess all over the goddamn seat. Alright, that's the level of insanity I'm dealing with here. And the other reason is that a commentary channel by the name of Peachy Chomps did some really good videos that are actually based on factual reality and opinions formed outside of this chronically online Discord hive mind. So I wanted to give some promotion towards that. The first video is actually past 1,000 views by now. So, you know, pretty successful. I also did an interview, which I'm going to clip a segment of that where I talk about why the Mafia drama needed to end and promote that after this as well.
So now that we have gotten that out of the way, I'd like to discuss some of Maddie's behavior after everything happened. Maddie blocked Demonic after everything was said and done. Or so I thought. As it turns out, Maddie has been unblocking and re-blocking Demonic, arguing with him unprompted. In some of the screenshots, you may have noticed an individual who goes by Funfair Ordnance, who I'll call Funfair for short. This person is an old friend of Demonic's, having turned against him recently, and is one of the most outspoken people in the situation. Funfair is 23, is attracted to roller coasters, and is dating their fictional OCs.
I'll be honest with you, Funfair is actually on the level of Christian. This is not hyperbole in the slightest. They believe in these alternate dimensions. They communicate with inanimate objects. They talk to themselves on Discord alternate accounts. And the reason why I'm bringing up Christian is because C admitted that C wanted to be the one to break his love quest. I believe they were actually in like active communication at one point. Granted, that could have just been some delusions she was spouting, but it makes sense to me. It's fucking nutty. As a former friend who has proudly commissioned you, Funfair, for some fantastic artwork over the years, I am praying that you will get off the internet and that you will get help. And I think if Maddie actually cares and isn't just using you as a rebound against me, they would be encouraging you to do the same thing. Now, for you, Funfair, I do have a lot of anger in my heart. I do have a lot of resentment towards you because of the way you plunged the dagger in my back, but I do not hate you. And when I leave this channel behind, honestly, all is forgiven. I'm not going to think about you or really... I have no intentions of ever interacting with you again. But yeah, genuinely get some help.
One of the many times that Maddie had unblocked Demonic, they sent him a video of their OC kissing Funfair's OC and attempted to flex that they were dating. Normally, this is something I wouldn't bring up, as it is petty, immature, middle school level tactics being carried out by a 19-year-old, but what I'm really interested in is this. So, did they just admit that they leaked those screenshots because they don't think Demonic is attractive?
Now, here's the fucking thing that bugs me about this rebound. First and foremost, I don't think it's healthy. A relationship should not be born out of fucking revenge. You don't heal from darkness by taking on more darkness. What has helped me heal from my darkness is seeking out the light of Christianity and exercising and taking on new responsibilities. No matter how hard things get, I know God has a course set out for me. The other issue here is that Funfair acted like me being 4 years older than Maddie was this big fucking problem. But you know what? Funfair is the same age as me. So aren't you like outing yourself, or do you get like a special exception because you're like biologically woman? I personally think it's predatory for you, as a mentally disturbed person, to be taking someone you claim to see as a victim and immediately adding them to your poly relationship. A poly relationship of two other real people and a bunch of schizophrenic-induced fictional characters based off of fucking roller coasters. Alright? That's the level of like, what the fuckery is going on here? How is that like the environment for someone to heal in? If Chris Hansen went to bat for a victim, and then not even a week later, he started dating this person immediately after, he would rightfully be getting a lot of backlash over that. And I am curious to see if these fake motherfuckers and these virtue signalers will hold Funfair to that same standard. And if they don't, then it proves my fucking point that because I'm a guy and because I'm Demonic Abyss, I'm ripe for the plucking. The target's on my head. They don't care about anyone else. They don't care about maintaining or enforcing their principles equally. Now, people in the community might try to make a joke out of me coping and molding about these messages, and I think I'm rightfully angry here. I put both Maddie and Funfair in a group chat, and I said, you guys are family now. I gave them status, I gave them opportunities, I involved them with my channel, the brand I had grown by myself for 7 years, and I essentially told them, your problems are my problems. I helped Maddie with Fazzy's community, I helped Funfair with some other weird motherfucker attracted to bombs. Communities I realistically had no reason to get involved in, but because I cared enough to, I went to fucking bat. Now these same two people have dehumanized me to the point where they think it's acceptable to work on this stupid little animation and just kick me while I'm down. A lot of people in my community did not like these two. But I took the chance, I took the flack, and I added them to my team. People were annoyed by Funfair after she defended the gator fucker, and people just thought Maddie was fucking cringe and didn't want her involved in what I did. I think that's to speak volumes about how much I value loyalty. That I don't care what the fucking mob says, I do what I want, and I'm loyal to the fucking people I care about. And I care about truth. But I'm not trying to seek revenge. I'm just voicing my side of the story, and I know that karma will work itself out in this situation.
Keep in mind, Funfair is someone who has joked about Demonic killing himself, is attracted to roller coasters, and is dating a fucking bear.
Her joking about me killing myself also makes me pretty fucking mad. Not even for the reason you might think it does, but because I have more empathy for this person that treated me like a fucking dirtbag tossed on the side of the road. Alright, so for context, earlier this month, apparently they got in some Discord drama. I believe Pain was the main player in that, and she started getting called out for her own behavior. This is what Pain is accusing her of. And then Funfair suicide baited in a group chat that had fucking minors in it. And then she left Discord, and then she came back a couple days later, and then she got back into drama with these same people again. And you know what I did when Maddie unblocked me and asked me for advice? I gave her Funfair's old phone number that I used to have, and I told her to call law enforcement and have them do a welfare check. And I was actually mad at myself because I was able to show the slightest bit of compassion towards these people that treated me like absolute fucking garbage. I'm nice to people that don't deserve it from me. And if I were the monster they tried to paint me as, and I didn't care about anyone, I'd have been in this YouTube game longer. Guaranteed. If I would have just stuck to myself and never bothered with this fucking community, I wouldn't have gotten involved in nearly any of the fucking problems I was dealing with the past few months. Everyone's a fucking rat, and I'm glad to be dipping out.